Hi there, this is Anita with Workflow Grow, bringing you Express Desk Stretch, and thank you for joining. In my most recent video, I shared how important range of motion is for everyday mobility, and that by age 20, our range of motion really starts to decrease by the tune of about 10% every 10 years, which is pretty significant over time. So due to popular demand, I have created another set of stretches that can help improve your range of motion. So that's going to be our focus today, or our continued focus is range of motion. And just like last time, it's important before you work on stretches that you hold, which that was our focus before. We will hold the stretches for at least 30 seconds, just like we did before, but it's important to warm up your body a little bit. And so we'll do that first with some breath work. And the Ujjayi breathing is really one of the best ways to do that, which is actually breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your nose. It helps to build an inner fire. So without further ado, first, let's just do a cleansing breath. Inhale. Big inhale, let it go, exhale. Now let's do 4 rounds of Ujjayi breathing. In through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose, out through the nose. 2 more, inhale, exhale. Last time, in through your nose and out through your nose. All right, let's do this. All right, so we did the Ujjayi breathing to warm up a little bit, and I also like to warm up with a couple of sun salutations just to get the blood flowing a little bit. So ground down into the 4 corners of both feet. I have shoes on. You don't have to have shoes on, whatever you're comfortable with. So reach your arms up over your head. Turn your pinkies in towards each other. Take your gaze up. Big inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. And come back up to standing. Inhale. Do that one more time. Forward folds like a swan dive down. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Forward fold, exhale, and come back up to standing, extended mountain. All right, very good. We're going to start with a chair pose, and I have my chair here. You can do this with or without a chair. I'm going to do it without the chair, but I'm going to demonstrate how you can utilize a chair. So what you're going to do is you actually still, even though you're sitting in a chair, so I have my sits bones right at the edge of the chair, basically. So you're not all the way back in your chair, because you really want to put as much of your weight in your thighs as you can. So it's a little bit of a strengthener as well as a stretch. We're going to be working and stretching our lower back and our shoulders. And so you can do this with the chair, and you reach your arms up over your head. And so there you go. That's the version with the chair. I'm going to remove the chair, do it without the chair, but you just stay in the chair if you want to, if that feels good for you. All right, so I've got my feet together, my knees are together. I'm creating a little bit of a C cup, and my upper arm bones are turned back. So bring your hands to heart center and twist to the right. And so you can do it with your knees apart, and you can take your right elbow or your left elbow and put it inside your left knee. So that creates some accessibility. For a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can put your knees together and bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. All right, so press your hands together and turn your sternum up towards the ceiling. And connect to your breath. As you inhale, reach the crown of your head forward. As you exhale, turn your chest more up towards the ceiling. So we're going to hold this here for 30 seconds, and we're already halfway done. Now you can stay here, continuing to work, but for a little bit of a deeper stretch, part your arms. This, you'll feel it a little bit more in your shoulders here, and it helps you to get a little bit deeper in your sacrum, in your lower back. Take your gaze up to your lifted fingers. Keep turning your heart up towards the ceiling. Work your breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Even a millimeter is deeper. You might even be building a little heat here because of engaging your thighs, your quads, and then slowly come back to center. And you can come out of that for a minute and just relax. And let's take it on to the left side. So start in chair pose, with or without a chair, with or without your knees together or apart. I'm going to go together. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. Sink as far down as you can. Keep the weight of your feet in the four corners of your feet, not in your toes. All right, bring your hands to heart center and twist to the left. So same thing here. By pressing your hands together, try to turn your heart center up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist deeper. So we're definitely building some inner fire by engaging our quads. It's one of your biggest muscle groups. So when you engage your big muscle groups, you've got a lot of blood that's flowing through those muscle groups, and that starts to build heat. Now you can stay here or part your arms. Take your gaze up to your lifted fingers. This should feel really good if you've been sitting for a while. I do a lot of training, and usually around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, after people have been sitting all day, we do some chair pose twists to really kind of wring some stuff out. All right, very good. Come back to center. Whew, all right, shake that out. Okay, you'll need your chair for this. And you want to put your chair, so if you want to pause the video for a moment and grab a chair, put your chair up against either your desk. I've got it up against my desk, or maybe a wall, because you don't want it to slide out from underneath you. So we've been working, stretching our shoulders and our lower back. Now we're going to work on our hip joints and our legs. So we're going to start with a runner's lunge with your chair. So a lot of times runner's lunge is done on the floor. You're welcome to do it on the floor. I just want to show you how you can use different things right there in your office to aid your stretching. So I've got my right foot on the chair. Bring both of your hands inside your right foot and sink your hips towards the chair. And you can come up on the ball of your back foot if you want, if that helps you to get a little bit deeper. I'm going to try to keep your knee lined over your heel. And so I'm going to actually wiggle back a little bit so I can get deeper in this stretch. All right, so here you are, runner stretch, holding it for 30 seconds, and we're more than halfway done. With each exhale, so remember to keep your breathing going, and if you can do the Ujjayi breathing, in through the nose and out through the nose, that just helps keep things warmed up. With each exhale, try to sink your hips just a little bit lower. All right, you had your 30 seconds there. Now, we're going to do a runner's lunge twist. Keep your left hand on your chair, reach your right hand up towards the ceiling, and twist open. This will get you a little bit deeper in your left hip flexor, but it also continues to be a shoulder opener and a lower back opener. With each exhale, try to twist open a little bit more. All right, very good. Okay, still keeping your foot up, your right foot on the chair. I've got to pull my back foot in just a little bit. Extend, you straighten out your front leg and flex your front foot. So we're going to do a little bit of a hamstring stretch. Sitting all day, that's probably your hamstrings, in addition to your hips, are the most taxed from sitting all day at a desk. All right, so we're going to open up your hamstrings a little bit. So flex your toes towards your face and just lower your chest down. You do not have to lay your chest on your legs. If you have that kind of flexibility, go for it. Keep some softness. So my leg is basically straight, but you see I have a little bit of softness in my knee. So don't lock your knee out. And just keep your chest lifted. That will help engage the back of your leg, your hamstring, a little bit more. And there is some opening in your lower back happening here as well. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen ever so slightly. All right, now let's switch to the other side. So standing on your left foot or your right foot, put your left foot up in the chair, place your hands inside your left foot, and then just maneuver around however you need to. Wiggle walk your feet forwards or backwards. You want to just make sure that your left knee is aligned over your left ankle. And stretch away. Runner's lunge with the assistance of a chair. Connect to your breath. Sometimes in long holds, I notice people holding their breath. So therefore the reminder to keep breathing. Doing great. All right, put your right hand down and reach your left hand up towards the ceiling. Great. All right. Now for the half split, the standing half split. So extend your front leg or your front leg that's on the chair. So it's my left leg. Keep some softness in your knee. Doesn't have to be locked out. Flex your toes towards your face and keep your chest lifted. Keep a little bit of uplift in your chest and lean forward. And come on out of that. All right, great work today. So as I've mentioned before, if you can do this, we did this for about 10 minutes. If you can do 5 minutes of range of motion stretching a day and maybe just work a different body part each time, but if you can do that 5 times a week, you will see a great, over time, you will see a great increase in your range of motion, which just helps your mobility, your flexibility, and really, frankly, your quality of life. All right, thanks for joining. Look forward to seeing you next time.